pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello and welcome to Mornings, North Penn's morning show. I'm Katie Moyer.
And I'm Christine Felty. We now go to Mr. Brumball, who is back with another question. Start thinking. It's time for Brumball's Challenge.
Hello again, this is Mr. Brumball, social studies teacher at North Penn High School, and this is another episode of the Brumball Challenge.
No. You have the winter
Remember, when you get the answer to this question, email your response to NPTV, and good luck. Today's question is for all you animal lovers. What common mammal can go without water longer than the camel? Good luck.
The Winter Ball will be held at North Penn High School this Saturday. All those attending must arrive by 8 p.m. No one is permitted to leave the dance before 10 p.m. without prior written parental notification. The notification must be to your assistant principal in your home office by Friday. All students must have a ticket with the correct ticket number assigned to them and their ID. Any valuables should not be brought to the dance unless they can be kept on your person at all times. And finally, all school rules, as outlined by the North Penn High School Handbook, will apply to student behavior at the dance.
For a second round of weather reporting in the North Penn High School, it's time for the Dude Report.
This is Corey Pace reporting for the Dude Report, and since my colleague Sean isn't here today, this tree is going to take his place. Today, it's about 72 degrees in the lovely auditorium, and doesn't look like we got any wind going right now, but it's kind of big and kind of echoey. So better look out for that, and then some little chance of snow, but not too much right now. All right, so the letter of the day is B, and B is for book. And it's for box, which this tree came in because it's a fake tree and it came in a box. And that's the Dude Report for you guys out there in TV land. So go back to the studio, everyone.
We now go to Tim Harris, who recently got an interview with a new North Penn High School staff member, Mrs. Roney, North Penn High School's new theater director. Tim?
Hello and welcome to our first edition of Meet the Staff. I'm Tim Harris and I'm sitting across from Mrs. Roney here, a new teacher at the high school. She's the theater director, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions about what she does here and what made her interested in teaching. Okay, so welcome, Miss Roney. What do you do here at the high school?
Well, I'm the North Penn High School theater teacher and director. As a theater teacher, I'm actually within the English department, and I do teach one English class of 12th graders, first period every day, and I have a debate class, and then the rest of my classes that I teach are theater classes.
How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching on and off since I graduated from graduate school at Penn State with my MFA in theater, but I've been teaching on the university and college level. So I have taught at Lehigh University, and I've taught at Villanova and DeSales University and Gwynedd Mercy College, and I've actually also taught some courses for Penn State.
What made you want to be a teacher?
When I worked in professional theater at the various times, both acting and directing, and also on the administrative side of professional theater, I just wasn't fulfilled enough. I would like certain aspects of the job, but I didn't like everything about it. Or I would feel like I wasn't creative enough if I was doing administration. I was constantly working with figures and budgets and that type of thing. And teaching, especially here at North Penn, really enables me to do a lot of the areas of theater and of life that I like to do.
What do you like and dislike about teaching?
I like the students. I really like working with students and talking with them and having them find their greater potential, whether it's in theater, or it's reading literature, or it's just being better human beings. I just like working with students. What I dislike about teaching, I don't think there's anything I really dislike. I guess sometimes keeping up with email and keeping up with some of the paperwork you have to do as a teacher, and I think most teachers would agree with that we know it's a necessary evil part of the job, but that's it.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Roney, for taking time out of your busy schedule to conduct this interview with us.
Thank you.
And that's it for this edition of Meet the Staff. I'm Tim Harris. Have a great day.
Tickets are now available for the North Penn High School's Thespian Children's Show, Let Down Your Hair, Rapunzel. Performances are January 14th at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the North Penn High School auditorium. All tickets are $5 and ticket forms are available at the reception desk, in the auxiliary office, and online at www.npenn.org. In March, the Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS variety show will take the stage, and later in the year, the spring musical, Lerner Loewe's Brigadoon, will be on stage. We will announce more information about these events as they draw closer. Students here at North Penn High School have found a creative way to raise money for a new kitchen. Let's take a look.
The other side, yeah. It's just not really even. You've got face. Careful. There we go. Now, John.
Dante, you are doing awesome, bud.
The purpose behind this grant was to help the kids in the autistic classroom use many different skills, and we came up with the idea of making the snowmen. We had a lady from Merck come last year and teach the boys how to make the snowmen with rice and socks. The response of them, you can see growth in many different ways. They've learned to work together and to listen. Their skills have improved. We have many people coming in the room. The door's always open, that they have learned to talk, and that's the most important thing, that they learn to work with people appropriately. The skills are too many to even describe. We do math with the measuring. They need to measure with cups, also with money and counting the money. One very, very important aspect is the social skills that the kids do. They need to talk to people. They need to deliver the different snowmen, accept the money appropriately, go to the proper places. We also had to purchase this, so we had to go shopping and buy the 400 pounds of rice that we used so far. Working together, cutting. We have one young man who can't tie his shoes, but he's learning, so he ties all the scarves on. Working with a glue gun, which is hot, and it's okay. So I could go on and on, but those are just a few of the many. Good. We here at in K108, with the team we have, Mrs. Thompson, Mrs. McCarty, Mrs. Bones, and myself, cannot thank the foundation enough, along with the gentlemen that we have working here. This has just been amazing. We have sold right now about 300 snowmen. We're very busy making them, and the boys are all very involved in it. And the skills they're picking up, it's just, I have chills just thinking about it, because it just has been unbelievable.
You're welcome, Mrs. Wilson.
Good job, buddy. You're doing awesome. You are doing so well today.
So proud of you.
For this week's student interview with Mr. Heller, we have two members of the Accolade staff, Andrea Kellogg and Nicole Ciatti, in the studio with us. Mr. Heller?
Thanks, Katie. This morning we have two members of the Accolade staff. We have Andrea Kellogg, to my immediate left, and Nicole Ciatti. Thanks, ladies, for joining me. We're talking about the Accolade, and what are your roles within the Accolade?
I'm editor-in-chief.
What does that mean?
I don't want to say it means I'm in charge of everything, but
You can say that.
It means that, like, I have the final decisions, and I have to stay after a lot and
Kind of like
put
me
it all
being
together.
editor-in-chief of North Penn TV. That's great. And Nicole, what is your role?
I'm a senior yearbook editor, so right now we're just working on putting the senior things together for the yearbook.
Okay. Why would someone want to get the Accolade?
Well, specifically this year we have over 300 pictures in the first 5 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And so the chances of you being in the accolade are very high.
You mean me or everybody?
Everybody.
Oh, okay. But there is a picture of me. And how much will it cost?
It's going to be costing $60. You can get it January 11th and 12th in the cafeteria.
And what happens if they miss those 2 dates?
We'll be having more sales later on in the year, which we'll get back to you.
And at the end of the year, will there be any sales at the last minute? Does it cost anything extra?
It will be costing extra the later you buy it, so try to get it as fast as possible. And usually we have extras.
Okay. Okay. And how much does it cost?
$60 as of now.
All right. And when will it go to print?
Well, we still have to finish up the seniors, and we're working on baby pictures right now, but it should be going to, our final deadline is going to be printing in the beginning of March.
Okay. So what happens after the end of March? Anything else?
We hope to be planning on we're planning on a project for the end of the year with all our extra pictures, maybe a DVD that we could sell to the students or something like that.
All right, ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck at the accolade. And we'll turn it back over to Christine and Katie.
Time's up. The winner has been found for Brumball's challenge. But before we announce the winning homeroom, let's go to Mr. Brumball for the answer to this week's question of the day.
And that is the answer to which came first, the chicken or the egg. I'm glad that proverbial question has finally been answered. Just kidding. The answer to the question is the rat can go without water longer than the camel. Thanks for playing the Brumball Challenge.
All right, the homeroom who won was Mr. Plymette in E106. Congratulations.
And that's all for this edition of Mornings. I'm Katie Moyer.
And I'm Christine Felty. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great day.